Redheads. Their hair color has made a lot of people wonder and make up things to distinguish them from everyone else. Here are 8 of the most untrue and strangest. Our ancient ancestors decided that the deathly pale look of red-haired people meant they were literally creatures of death. 19th century scholar Montague Summer S. explains how it was a common belief in ancient Egypt. Those whose hair is red, of a certain peculiar shade, are unmistakably vampires. It is significant that in ancient Egypt, as Manetho tells us, human sacrifices were offered at the grave of Osiris, and the victims were red-haired men, who were burned, their ashes being scattered far and wide by winnowing fans, he writes. But the good news, if you can call it that, is that some authorities believed it could produce a plentiful harvest, as red hair symbolized the golden wealth of the corn. If not vampires, gingers have been historically believed to be witches too. Red hair was considered as a sign of witchcraft. During the witch trials, 45,000 red-haired women are estimated to have been burned for witchcraft in 15th century Germany. A 2007 study looked into the commonly held misconception that red-haired people have an increased rate of bruising. Despite red-haired volunteers reporting more bruising compared to their dark-haired equivalents, there was no significant difference in hemoglobin concentration or platelet numbers, the things in your body that produce bruises. So biologically, gingers bruise as much as everyone else. The distrust of gingers has biblical origins. Judas, known famously as the disciple that betrayed Jesus to the Romans, is commonly depicted with red hair throughout history. The blood of a ginger man could help make gold paint. We get that ginger hair can look golden, so we can see what medieval author Theophilus Presbyter may have been thinking. But seriously, the blood? FYI, ginger's blood looks no different to everyone else's. But still, Theophilus insisted that the blood of a red-headed man was an essential ingredient to help create a particular color of paint, called Spanish gold. Redheads are going extinct. Nope, gingers are here to stay. And this is because, while the number of people who are ginger is quite low, 1 to 2% of the world's population, a large number of us carry the gene recessively. 40% in fact, according to a study carried out in 2012. If you mate with someone who also has a copy of the MC1 ginger gene, there's a chance you could have red-headed children, despite neither of you having red hair. Gingers don't have a soul. This is a modern urban legend, based only on a cartoon. It became a hot topic after a 2005 South Park episode, and Redhead Mikey Kittrell's subsequent and very public meltdown. The episode in question featured a character giving a hate speech against gingers, describing them as disgusting, inhuman, unable to survive in sunlight and having no souls. Rest assured, the only difference between you and a person with red hair is the color of the hair. And finally, redheads are more likely to be stung by bees, is a myth that's been around for a long time. It's one of the classic old wives' tales, according to writer and historian Jackie Collis Harvey. There is no explanation why, and no evidence to back this up, so we are not convinced about this myth. Though many still wonder about it.